Welcome to New Arrivals Institute. We are a refugee and immigrant service provider based here in Greensboro. New Arrivals Institute is the anchor organization for a team of refugee and immigrant service providers that work together in order to fight poverty in our refugee and immigrant communities. As you know, Greensboro has many refugees and immigrants. In fact, 14% of our population is not born in the United States. They come from overseas. This population are here with incredible drive and dreams, and our goal for them is for them to be able to reach those dreams. Often they come here and they come straight into living in poverty. Deep poverty, and they don't always see where to go from there. And this is where HIRE comes in. HIRE stands for Helping Immigrants and Refugees with Employment. Through this program, we work to get our refugee and immigrant neighbors the education that they need, the tools that they need, demonstrate the knowledge that they have to have in order to get family-sustaining employment. And that is the goal that we all want to see. We do not want to see any of our neighbors, regardless of their country of origin, living in poverty. And we are working really hard together in order to bring them out of poverty, to lift them up so that they are able to achieve their goals and support themselves. When we look at how do we know that what we're doing is working, what kind of outcomes do we want to see? There are a couple of different ways that we can know that. We can definitely track data. Every single diploma that we get translated and evaluated along with their transcripts, we have records of that and are able to show that that has been done. We do regular testing. If somebody is just not strong enough in English to advance, we include them in our English classes, and we regularly test them so that we can see when they reach that point to take that next step. And that's really the key, is we're looking at steps in order for them to be self-sufficient. We also look at their success rates in doing vocational education, vocational programs, trying to get them that knowledge that they need, those skills that they need to take the next step on their path to self-sufficiency. One of the privileges of working with the refugee and immigrant community is being able to not only help them define their own goals and achieve them, but to learn from them. And we do that on a day-by-day basis, talking to our clients. Because if we don't know them, then how are we actually going to help them? We had a very lovely young man. He came from Africa. He was single. He came by himself. And his dream was to become a nurse. He did have his high school diploma, but he didn't have any education beyond that point. And so we were able to talk to him about the steps that he could take to achieve that. And he made out his own plan to go from there. So the first thing he did was we had his diploma translated and evaluated so that he could get into a certified nursing assistant program. He successfully finished that program and was able to get a job at a local hospital as a CNA. He worked that job for a number of years. During that time, he went back and became a phlebotomist so that he could earn a little bit extra money. And then we looked at what are some options for being able to afford getting a university degree and become a certified nurse. And in looking at those options, he decided that the best way he could achieve his goals and at the same time support our country was to join the military. And so he joined the military and did his time in the military. He has now been honorably discharged, and he is utilizing the money that you get for schooling from being in the military to attend classes at UNCG and is slowly achieving his goal so that he can be a nurse and actually do what his passion is. We have so many stories over the years. We have a number of women who came with an education background, but they couldn't actually be teachers here. So we had their diplomas translated and evaluated from overseas. We were able to assist them in gaining more English skills, and now they're helping our school systems as substitute teachers. And they are really loving that job because it not only feeds into their passion for educating our youth, but it allows them to be home when their children get home off the bus because they don't have childcare. So it just works out beautifully with what they need, their family needs, and also filling a gap that our community needed. We are so happy to be able to work with our partners, Church World Services, Center for New North Carolinians, and Montagnard Association of North Carolina. Together, we are able to pool our resources, gather our knowledge and our skills, and make a larger difference in our community because each and every person counts. New Arrivals Institute vision for Greensboro is a community that welcomes refugees and immigrants and provides them with the tools they need to achieve their goals. This fits perfectly in with the United Way's goal to end poverty in our community.